Monument Clearview 6-burner versus the Denali 605 gas grill. These grills are pretty similar, but they both have a couple features that the other one doesn't. So grab a pen and a notepad, Jack. We're gonna amplify some backyard barbecue fun. Both of these pits were delivered and the packaging was pretty good. And it took the boys on each about an hour and a half to install them. There is a few little pieces that you have to hook up, like the gas lines on the side burners and the controller on the Denali. The instructions are easy to follow, so on both of them it's gonna be a breeze. When it comes to the overall size on these pits, the Denali is a tad bigger, by 3 inches longer and about 1 inch taller. The Clearview has 900 square inches of cooking space, and the Denali has 895 square inches of cooking space. So the overall footprint is a tad bigger on the Denali, but you get a tad more cooking space on the Clearview. We have 66,000 BTUs on the main 6 burners on the Denali, and on the Clearview, the 6 burners total 72,000 BTUs. When I did the actual reviews on both of these pits, the Clearview did get up to about 800 degrees and the Denali ran right around 750 degrees. One thing that sets these two pits apart are the LED lights. On the Clearview, you have just a standard blue LED. On the Denali, they're actually color coded. When you're on high, they're going to be red, and when you're on medium to low, they change to orange. This is a pretty cool visual feature. It does help you just glance and know where you've got your knob set. Another difference is the ignition itself. On the Clearview, each time you light a burner, you have to push in the actual ignition. On the Denali, it's actually automatic. Just turn it over and hold it in until it lights. And that goes for every single burner. Something else that sets these pits apart is that the Clearview just has your standard warming rack. But on the Denali, you have this multi-use where you can go ahead and even hang some chicken legs from it. When it comes to the lids, there's some minor changes there too. On the Clearview, you still have the temperature gauge right on the lid, and the window is a little smaller compared to the Denali. And now the temperature is digitally read off from the controller, which means the Denali, it is Bluetooth, so you can actually monitor it off your phone. Both of these pits are made out of stainless steel. Some parts are 304 and other parts are 430. There is one big difference when it comes to the Denali. The actual firebox is enamel coated, which helps to make it last longer, and it is a lot easier to clean up. When it comes to the storage of the LP tanks, the Clearview does have a nice roll-out little shelf where you can mount that tank. The Denali, it only has a hole, but it does have a nice locking mechanism to hold the tank in place. The Denali 605 has cast iron cooking grates. The Clearview 6-burner, it has your standard stainless steel. They both have side burners, but the Denali, it does have a little bigger shelves. The Clearview comes with a sear zone, which is a very nice feature, especially if you enjoy searing up some steaks. It works fantastic. The Denali, it doesn't have a sear zone because you have this Wi-Fi Bluetooth controller. And the controller, it does have 2 probe ports where you can use 2 meat probes, which is great so you can monitor your temps throughout the cook. But I would love to see Monument modify that controller location so they could add a sear zone to it too. On the Clearview, you have 4 utensil hooks, but on the Denali, you have 3 utensil hooks on each side. Both of these pits have a decent amount of storage in the cabinets where you can hold some of your barbecue accessories. Comes to cooking on either the Clearview or the Denali, they're pretty much the same. As far as brats, hot dogs, and hamburgers, both of them are gonna crush that cook. The one big feature that the Denali has is you can monitor your temps a lot easier. But if you're cooking up some chicken and you wanna nail that temp exactly, that Denali with a meat probe, it's gonna get the job done. Both of these pits you can set up with a rotisserie. And if you've never had rotisserie chicken, what are you waiting for? Because it's one of the best and easiest cooks that you can do on a gas grill. The bonuses, both of these pits can hold a lot of food. You just have to decide, do you want a sear zone or do you want a little bit of creature comforts and be able to monitor your cook from your app? But if the app isn't important to you, Well, then go with the Clearview because you're going to get that sear zone. And it works great for adding a little bit of crispy yumminess on the outside of anything that you want to sear up. One thing that I would like to see Monument update on both of these pits is a bigger, heavier duty caster. These are decent, but they are made of plastic, and I think someday they will fail. I've had a lot of fun cooking on both of these pits, and it would be very hard for me to pick just one because I like the sear zone on the Clearview, and I like the digital readout on the Denali. So I'm gonna let you decide which one of these pits fits your lifestyle the best. I'll have a link in the description below where you can get your very own Monument gas grill. And don't worry, if these two models don't fit, they've got plenty others to choose from. Well, I know that I've been gone for a little while, but that's because we had a very busy track season. Both of my boys competed and did very well. So root for the Dead Broke Barbecue runners. Roll the Nation.